Hey everyone, this is the Korean Investor, and today I'll be showing you an alternative to using YFinance to get financial data using Python. I've chosen Financial Modeling Prep, and this is because their free tier allows for 250 requests a day, and I think this is enough for personal use. Of course, you can always subscribe onto one of their monthly tiers if you need more, but for now I'll just show you how to access their endpoint on a free tier. So first, what you've got to do is just create an account on their website. And once you've done that, you can just head over to their developer tab and click on API docs. And you'll find your API key over here. Once you've done that, you have access to all of these endpoints you see on the left. But what we're interested in today is their financial statement. And as an example, I'll just use the income statement for Apple as the example. So you can click on their actual API and it will send a request and you'll get this response. And so it shows you basically the format, and we'll code a Python function that will basically take this data, convert it to a data frame, and then save it as a CSV. So let's do that. So I have PyCharm open over here. So first of all, I'll create this secret.py file. And what you'll do is take your API key over here and then paste it in here. And that's all we'll leave the secret. Of course, if you want something more secure, you can obviously just put it in the registry or something like that, but we're just using it locally, and security isn't the number one concern for me, at least not right now. And so now this will be the entire URL that we want. So let me just copy this over and just leave it in a comment. And also let's just import this secret.py file. And yeah, now we want to create a function that will basically get the URL, send a request, get the response, convert to JSON, then a data frame, and then we can use that file. So let me just call that get data from FMP, and it will take in a URL. And as I said, well, all we want this to do is to take the URL, send a request, get the response, and convert to JSON, convert to a data frame, and we'll return a data frame. And the imports we're going to need for this is pandas, URL open from urllib.request, and JSON. Now we have that, let's create the URL that we're going to send into this function. So I'll just call it base URL, and the actual base URL will be this. Let's just copy this in. And so that means that the actual parameters that we want to send, right, is going to be the rest of the URL, which is this. So now let's create a function that creates a URL that is a bit flexible, and then we can send a request using this function and then get the data and save it to a CSV. So let's do that. So let's call it save quarterly data for company. And we'll have the symbol, we'll just set a default to Apple. That's their example on their website. And yeah, let's create this URL. So we'll call it income statement URL. We take the base URL, and then now we just need to add this at the end. Well, let's make it a bit more flexible, right? This income statement, the symbol, this quarter, this limit, and the API key, all of these can basically be changed later. So yeah, we're just gonna make sure to create a formatted string, and then we'll add that on. And that should look something like this. Right, so this is where the income statement goes, the symbol, if it's quarterly or annually, the number of quarters we want to go back, and then our API key. So now once we've done that, we're gonna call the get data from FMP, and it will return a data frame which will save as the income statement. And so let's just do that. And now we just take this data frame and then we just save it to a CSV like this. So let me just name it the symbol, then quarterly income statement.csv, and we'll just add the symbol over here. And now we should be able to just call this function, and by default it's Apple. And so if we run it, in theory, this should get the response, convert to data frame, and then save it to CSV. So let's see it. So yeah, we have a new file called Apple Quarterly Income Statement CSV, and it contains the date, the symbol, for currency, all this information. And once we get over here, revenue, cost of revenue, gross profit, and all of that. So yeah, we can do this, not just for Apple, but any company. So say I put in Microsoft over here, which is MSFT, and run it. We should get a response and then save it for Microsoft, which is this. So yeah, we can do this for basically any company as long as we have the ticker. And you can do this for not just this income statement, but for all their endpoints. So in the next video, I'll show you how to access the CSV and get the data into a data frame, and then use the data frame to, for example, look at net income or calculate financial ratios or other things like that. So thanks for watching, and see you in the next video. Bye.